Hi, thank you for joining me today. We're going to be making a wonderful broccoli souffle that one of our viewers submitted. This was a great comfort food to her while going through chemo. Let's get started. Come on. First, we're going to be melting our butter and then whisking in some flour. This is going to create a thickener for our souffle. So in a hot pan, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. So once our butter is completely melted, then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm just going to whisk it in until it's completely incorporated. And now we're going to stir it around until it thickens. This is what's called making a roux. It's a traditional thickener used to make souffles or thicken sauces. You just want it to get thick enough and turn a little bit brown until it has sort of a nutty smell to it. That's when you know it's finished. So once your roux has nicely thickened, then you're going to add 1 cup of milk. You can use regular or fat-free milk depending on your preference. Then you're just going to whisk that in until it's completely incorporated and slightly thickened. So once you have your butter and your flour and your milk combined and it's starting to slightly thicken, then you can take it off the heat. We're going to add it directly into our blender. Now be careful because this is hot, so you want to let it cool down slightly before you turn your blender on. We're also going to add 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. We're also going to add 3/4 pound of steamed broccoli. You want to make sure your broccoli is nice and steamed so that it purees very nicely. Add that to the blender. We're also going to add 3 eggs. I've got 2 in my bowl already. You always want to add the eggs last too so that they don't curdle when you add it to the hot liquid that's already in the blender. Then we're just going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and then we're going to puree it all up nicely. So let's take our pureed mixture over to what we call a hot water bath. We're just going to pour it. It's basically a bowl sitting in water. The hot water bath keeps it all at an even temperature and prevents it from burning at the bottom. We're just going to put it into our oven and let it bake at 350 degrees until it's nice and brown at the top. Here we have it, a nice broccoli souffle to help nourish the soul. And if you have any other recipes that you'd like to share with me, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Chef Veronica, and here's to feeling great.